You got it.
Thank you. My name is Mirna Hernandez, and I live in Roxbury. I actually moved there just over a year ago from New York City. We moved to Roxbury because we wanted to live in beautiful New Jersey. We have a beautiful house on 2 acres. And less than a half mile from our house is
Let me guess, the Fenimore Landfill.
Yes, and I know it's been an issue, and we were really pleased that the state legislature and you signed the bill helping us, but what's happened since then is the DEP has taken over and they've tried different forms of fixing it, and it's only continuing. It's a continuing problem. There's still people who have the smell, and beyond that is the DEP has been really not responsive to us as a town. They haven't taken out permits on the stacks so that we can find out what exactly is coming out of the burning that they're doing there. I'm sorry, I'm not technically.
Okay.
And I know that the DP's report is due out in a couple of weeks. They refused to meet with the townspeople about letting the report out. And what we really want, we want information. We want first the material to be trucked out because it was put there illegally.
Well, let me stop you. Let me stop.
But can I just say,
sure.
I moved to New Jersey because I want to start a family. And I'm already 35. I don't have a lot of time to move if I can sell the house and start all over again. And it's really hard after working all my life to know that the house that I worked in for the last year is probably not the best place to start a family. And we need this trucked out. We can't live like this. I smell that, and I can't even imagine getting pregnant with that in the air. And I really, it's not about harping about property values or anything else. It's about, this is what everybody wants in their life, and I can't get it right now.
I understand. Let me tell you a few things. First is that the situation is significantly better today than it was last August and September. And that's not just by subjective measures, it's by objective measures. We're testing there every day, and have been. And anytime there was any kind of danger at all that was coming from that, people were alerted immediately and told what to do. And we haven't had one of those alerts, as you know, in a very long time. Secondly, I understand that there is a group of folks in Roxbury who want this stuff trucked out. You think you want this stuff trucked out. You don't want this stuff trucked out. Because digging up that landfill and trucking it out will take years. And the disturbance of those materials will create more smell and a bigger problem than doing it. It needs to be capped, and it's going to be capped. We first had to deal with the immediate problem, which we're doing. And then we're going to cap the landfill. The fact is that you had an extraordinarily irresponsible landfill owner who broke the law. And you know, we can try as best we can to make sure everybody follows the law, but not everybody's going to. And now we're trying to fix the problem. But I know that there's a group of folks in Roxbury who are intent on saying that the only way to fix this problem is to truck it out. And what I'm telling you is that every expert, and I've spent days and days and days on this problem, personally. Every expert I've spoken to has told us that if we attempt to start to truck out the hundreds of thousands of tons of stuff in that landfill, that it will take years, and that it will create a health hazard that is well beyond anything that you're even imagining at the moment. Now, those are the facts. That does not address your problem. Which your problem is, you're saying, I bought this house, I didn't know about this problem, and now what do I do? And my answer to you is, I don't know. But the first thing I have to do is to fix the problem so it isn't a problem any longer. And I think we're on the path to doing that. But do not allow people to tell you that the only way to fix this problem is trucking it out. Because I'm telling you from everything that I've been told on this issue, that if we try to truck this out, it will ruin that area for years. And be not necessarily a fix that will happen for at least 2 years. So we can't do it.
But I think our concern is that having an industrial scrubber in a residential neighborhood for 20 or 30 years, that it's going to take...
It's not going to take 20 or 30 years.
Even if it takes 10 years.
But I don't know, it's not going to take 10 years. Kids don't get to anywhere close to that, and the scrubbers won't be there for nearly that long. See, the problem is, all this information is on the DEP website. All this information has been communicated to the elected officials in Roxbury, and they've put key information on their website. Yet, there are folks who want to just continue to spread misinformation on this story. So, I understand that you're taking the information you can get. To say that the DEP's been unwilling to meet with people, that's absolutely not true. And the DEP has held any number of meetings and regular conversations the DEP commissioners having with your mayor and the previous mayor on a regular basis and informing the members of the governing body there about what's going on and what the plan is. This is not something that I've been briefed on like once. I've been working on this a lot for two reasons. One, because it's affecting the lives of people like you every day who bought a home not knowing what they were buying a home near. And there's a whole bunch of issues on that that go back to the town and what the town was telling people or not telling people. Secondly, because it's in my backyard. I mean, I don't live far from where you are. And the fact is that this is of a personal concern. When I travel around to do the things I do with my family, I meet people like you on a regular basis. So we are doing the best we can to fix it as quickly as we possibly can fix it and make the fix permanent. And when the landfill is capped, it will be a permanent fix. There won't be scrubbers any longer. It will be capped. The problem is that you had a landfill operator who, in our view, operated illegally. He was supposed to put money aside to pay for remediation. He did not. And he broke the law. We've sued him. We're investigating him. It doesn't make your life better today, but what I'm telling you is that we have put together a plan to cap this thing and to move forward. And please don't fall victim to the idea that the only way this is going to be fixed is to truck it out. I know that's like kind of the non-engineering natural reaction. It was mine too. Let's just get rid of the stuff. There's too much. It will take too long. And by the way, the problem it will create over a number of years will be so monumentally large compared to what it is now that you won't want to deal with it.
So, but it was DEP under you that allowed it open.
We want to know what's being put in the air right now because it's a lack of information.
There are no health hazards currently coming from the Fenimore landfill. And the Department of Health and the Department of Environmental Protection work together weekly to be able to review those results, have public health experts review the results, and if there's anything that's problematic, they get immediate alerts to the people in that neighborhood or the schools, whoever would be affected. And as you know, those alerts have not happened for a very long time, very long time.
The people in the town do watch the monitors, and even though they've hit levels where there should be alerts at the schools, they haven't had alerts.
It's just simply not true. Listen,
it is true. There's one yesterday.
It's a matter of public record.
We can sit here and debate this all day. What I'm telling you is that's the plan. And the plan is not to truck it out, and the plan will not be to truck it out, because the damage that will do to that neighborhood is well beyond anything that's happening right now, and we're pursuing legal remedies against the person who created the problem.
Including the people at the DEP who let a con open up a landfill. I mean, that's how it started. The DEP, he was a convicted felon, and he was allowed to reopen this, and the DEP signed off on it. So if you're looking at the people, I hope you also look at the people at the DEP who allowed this to happen in the first place. And that's part of the reason we're always angry and we're always yelling, is because you can't just blame the guy, you also have to blame the people in your administration, including the Attorney General, who should have done a review of who was applying for this.
The Attorney General did do a review. The Attorney General did do a review. And I understand your concern. It's your house, and any answer I give you other than tomorrow, your house will be perfectly fine, is unacceptable to you. Any other answer I give you is unacceptable to you, and I understand that, because if I owned your home, I would feel the same way you do. But as governor, I don't have a magic wand. And I can't prevent every bad thing that happens in the world, nor can I stop every bad person from doing bad things. My job is to try to prevent as much of that as I can, and when we don't, to fix the problems that I'm confronted with. And so that's what we're trying to do. And I know that anything other than telling you today, don't worry, I'll have this fixed for you tomorrow and everything will be fine, isn't satisfactory to you. But I'm not going to lie to you. and tell you, oh, don't worry, come see me later and we'll fix it.